care where you put it, it will be traced.
Yes.
Hence, the importance and significance of Bitcom. Don't forget this Bitcom thing. The whole purpose of Bitcom, Angelo, is to avoid having to
Maroro.
so that the criminals will try to get away.
Yeah.
But don't matter what you do. Let me tell you something. In the US, they have some bank examiners. And let me tell you something. Do not underestimate them, okay? Wherever that money is, US dollar denominated, they will find it. They're trying the Bitcom. This Bitcom stuff. Don't care what they do with it.
Dominicans. Open all your minds and all your eyes. Stop tolerating corruption in all your country. But Dominicans.
They find very intelligent people to do this thing. It's like the drug cartel. You know, they literally use their money to buy sophisticated
the real disclosure of where Scarrett have all his money.
Surveillance and to outrun the coast guards and all this sort of. The Bitcoin people are just a more sophisticated criminal enterprise.
Colin, did you hear the report that we did on QFM here about the one of the big facilitators of Bitcoin being arrested and tried in New York last week, and is likely to face the rest of his life in prison? Did you hear that report on QFM?
Yes, I heard. I heard the report. That's what I'm alluding to.
Okay.
That's what I'm alluding to here.
All right.
But as in my business, I keep up with those sorts of financial and regulatory issues because I keep up with them. I keep up to date on the matter. The reason why you will always find, for some reason, our Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, why does he find himself in these kind of criminal enterprise stuff?
Because he's one of them.
Oh, we're trying to bring down Dominica.
He's one of them. Scarrett is a kleptomaniac.
The country already.
Yeah.
We lost 100
They cannot
million
stop.
with Clico.
When they stop,
what is wrong?
And they get away with one, they get away with two, they get away with three, they get away with four.
Let us hope that they can answer it.
Who you
In the
think?
meantime,
How you think they're going to stop? They are not going to stop.
His name is really on the list.
They are not going to stop until somebody stops them.
28 clients, as we have said before, 28 clients are associated with Dominica. And out of the 28 clients that are associated with Dominica, 14% of them have a Dominican passport or nationality. So what you are sensing from this information being disseminated here is that some of these crooks and international criminals that Dominica's government has been selling diplomatic passports and
but those people don't know what Scarrett and them exposing Dominica to and the implications that this thing will eventually have for Dominica.
To get involved in the secretive accounts. So they do not want to disclose who they are as a Russian, as an American, as a British crook, whoever you are. So you come to Dominica, you buy the government, you buy a citizenship, you become a Dominican overnight, and then you go on the bigger
commit
world,
all your crimes under Dominican passport and citizenship. When they finish, it's me that trying to save Dominica's democracy. They're telling that bringing Dominica
just
down.
as we are experiencing, for example, in
that bringing
Monaco.
Dominica down.
Why would the government of Dominica establish a consulate in Monaco to service who?
I know.
And has the government of Dominica, has Mr. Skerritt ever reported to us as a people that he has established an embassy in Monaco, a consulate? Who is it to service? Crooks of the international community. In Canada, unfortunately, we do not have an embassy there. We do not have a proper functioning consulate in Toronto. There's this young lady from Grand Bay in her cocoa macaque with Mr. Skerritt, whatever, and they playing a game operating from her home and playing a little politics, quite frankly. Okay, this Del Sol young lady, I'm happy for her, she's making money. But it's more than that, it's the reputation of our country that's on the line. So whereas in Canada, we have thousands of Dominicans, Roosevelt Skerritt does not find it necessary to set up a proper functioning embassy or consulate to facilitate our people. Because a few years ago, OECS consolidated their efforts and they actually rented a place in Toronto, and that's where the embassies were operating jointly. However, as big boys, they decided to move out, and everybody held an independent position. So St. Lucia has its own thing now. Grenada has its own thing. Dominica does not have nothing. Mr. Skerritt playing games, operating basically from the house of a young lady from Grand Bay, right? From this Del Sol young lady. So they're playing games, but Dominica does not have a fully established visa system to help people in Canada. We do not have a proper functioning consulate. However, in Monaco,
really upset me.
Skerritt has one function in there. In Morocco,
passport they sell in.
And by the way, Monaco is the second smallest country in the world. 38,000 people. Why would Roosevelt Skerritt go there and set up a consulate, doing embassy business there? I can tell you, to service crooks. The people of Dominica don't know that we have an embassy in Monaco.
Because the people of Dominica, they don't inquire. Anyway, they don't think. They get information. They do nothing with the information they get.
Advised some clients on how to circumvent domestic tax authorities. Were obtained through an international collaboration of news outlets, including The Guardian, the French daily Le Monde, CBS 60 Minutes, and the Washington-based International Consortium of Investigative Journalists. The files reveal how HSBC's Swiss private bank colluded with some clients to conceal undeclared black accounts. Not bank accounts, I said. Black accounts. Black accounts that you don't see. Black accounts from domestic tax authorities across the world. And provided services to international criminals.
How did Skerritt find these people, and how did they find him? How did Skerritt find these people, and how
regulators
did they find him?
5 years ago. All right, so that's how long they have been working on this thing. So they are just leaking information from the work which has been done internationally. So obviously, U.S. authorities know that Dominica is part of the
Mark my words,
Skerritt.
Your day will come.
Okay, so Mr. Skerritt has a responsibility. Obviously, I do not expect him to live up to his responsibility. He has not done so in recent times.
He has never done so.
He does, in fact.
He has never done so.
Of him as Minister of Finance. Dominica's name shows up on this list. 28 clients. Prime Minister, does the government of Dominica have money hidden away in that Swiss bank account? HSBC, just as your friend in Venezuela. As a matter of fact, this whole Bitcoin thing, as our previous caller mentioned, is tied into this whole international fraud. That's why a big boy,
I look at what I want, but this one was on YouTube.
That last week they dealt with him in New York. 7
material.